Hello and welcome back to the third installment to Custom Batcave. If you remember, we left off with just hot gluing some rolled up pieces of newspaper. Just took about 2-inch sheets and then twisted them up from this. So what I did was I twisted them up, hot glued them, but that's in our part 2. So part 3 is all about the paper macheing into looking like a rock surface, along with lining the top like I said I was going to do. And then remember, I left this smooth so I can make it look like it's a waterfall trickling down. The tumbler will still be located in that general area. I did go ahead and line the sides, and you always want to make sure you leave enough extra to lay over, especially if you're doing a floor or a surface or something, so it can kind of smooth out. And then if you remember, I'm not going to do anything here, but I did crinkle the paper a little to give it a rough surface. Hello there, Optimus Prime. Okay, Junior Optimus Prime. But, so what I did again, like I said, is I continue to lay it down. I do like that mask Optimus. And, so let me go ahead and remove this tumbler and show you some more. So, at a distance, I have that wall still to finish. I completed that wall, and I completed the top and the sides. Okay? What I did also was I overlapped it just to give it the durability again, all along the sides. And what I'm gonna do is also show you just kind of how it looks, because remember, it's just a mix match of the pattern, so you can kind of see how it looks almost like a side of a mountain or a hill. It's very coarse, I would say. So let's see if you can see it again on the sides. See if you can look. It does kind of look like the side of a hill or whatnot. But I'm going to go into it over here. So let me go ahead and flip this, and then I'll show you what to do from there. Now what you can do is tear just paper like this. It is easier, smaller and longer. It allows you to get into the crevices of the paper that we hot glued down. Or you can tear them a little, double the width to do the overlap. So I went ahead and prepped it all. What I did was I went to the store for $1.60, bought one of these, and I dumped it into my jar. And then what I did was to measure, one bottle will be a half bottle of water, so it'll give you a thick kind of creamy texture, and you don't want it too runny, but being wet is also good because it gets into the paper and allows it to fully absorb, or if it was glue, it'll take a little longer. So let me go ahead and show you what I did. Now you always want to cover your table or work surface because it is glue that you're working with. So I just lay it down and then just kind of dab the brush on the side and then just paint it on. Okay, just a good paint, just a little bit, because you're going to be putting more as you lay it down. Okay, so you get your piece, and then you lay it where you want, and then tear off the extra. So you lay it where you want, and then that's when you start working it into the crevices, into the little cavities. And then you come with your brush, and then you just kind of paint it again. And this allows, and use the brush to push it into the cavities. You know, just coat it around and then come back with your hand and just try and make it touch the cardboard that's behind it so it gives it a good grab. Okay, so that's just one, and then and then you continue. And this is, you could put 2 coats, 3 coats of this paper mache on it. I'm going to do almost 2 coats in one. I'm going to put the one, and then once I'm all done with it, I go back with little scrap pieces of paper. That's why I tore off this, because and then I can use those to cover parts that break. So, go ahead and put this in. Sorry, the glue gets sticky. That's why it's always good to coat the outside. It doesn't allow it to stick to you. But you can see it forms pretty quick. You know, it sinks right in and gives you that surface that we're trying to go for. Just tear off that extra and then continue. And then, you know, try and work the sides. If there's holes, if you're working it and you poke a hole through it, that's fine, because with working with this you can always come back. But what you want to try and do is make sure your junctions are down, because it'll be harder to hide that line. So just continuing it. Go. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna just continue. That's fine. Yeah, go. Put it in the living room. Okay.
That's happened.
So just go ahead and lay it down again. Get your brush. There you go. And then just, you know, this glue is easy to come off, so don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. You can always wash it off. Or just, you know, roll your fingers around like you did in school and it'll come right off. So, but you can see it's already giving a good lay. It gives it a rough terrain. See, there's a broken part there. But, I mean, broken part and then instant fix. You know, that's the good thing about paper mache. So, like I said, I'm going to coat the whole thing first, and then I'll go around and fix those little parts, because let's say there's a couple of broken parts there, I'll get a larger strip. So, I think I explained it pretty well. I'm going to continue the section all the way down, and then I'm going to give it the overlap like I did here, just to kind of join it. But I'll do one more just to show the steps, and I believe that'll be all. If there's any comments or suggestions, please let me know, and then I can apply it to this project, or I can help you with yours if you have any questions. So, like I said, just stick it on one end, get your brush, see, work it right in there. And the good thing about this glue, it only costs $1.60 or $2 really, but you get a lot of use out of it because it's so watered down. But don't be afraid that it's so creamy, because I did all of this and it took about an hour for it to dry. So it's already, it'll be completely hardened probably another hour. I'm gonna wait tomorrow to paint it, and then that's when I'll probably do another couple of little final details to cover up the holes or what I don't like visually. And then I'm gonna paint it, see what I like. From there on out, then I'll probably go with a brush like this, you know, just a 50-cent to $1 brush, and then go over it with the fiberglass resin to give it that good, hard, solid seal. Something I did do here is I went with the glue paste that I made, and I coated it because I just want it to be sealed when I lay the resin down. It just doesn't eat away at the cardboard. I know it won't, but it's just a good preventive strategy. So thanks again for watching, guys, and please leave me any comments regarding the build, and I'll try and answer any questions if you have any, or tell me something and I'll try and ask you some questions too. Thanks again. Bye-bye.